Hello everyone, my name's Mr. GG, and as you can tell by the pictures, this is the Four Horsemen. Now, what Izuku's going to be, or who Izuku is going to be, I'm having Izuku be Death in this. Now, what was I going to say? Right, Four Horsemen. Don't know, they're a apocalypse bringers, basically. End of the world. In the Bible. Yes, I said Bible, get the fuck over it. Now, I'm Christian. To an extent. I don't believe in God or Jesus or Satan. I just know there's a heaven and hell, and I know which one I'm going to. Hell. Why I'm saying that? Because I do. Now, Izuku will be Death in this, as I stated, but he will not be blood related to the other three. Well, maybe one. I'm thinking famine. Yeah, that makes sense. So, the way I'm going to do this, they're not all going to be boys. And they're not all going to be... Besides Izuku, none of them are going to be MAH characters. MHA characters. Well, I could let Bakugo be War, but... No, I want him to die. Yep, so... Besides Izuku, none of the other three are going to be MHA characters. Why? Because I don't want them to be. How am I going to start this off? Well, ow, fucking eraser. Sorry, I'm playing with an eraser right now. The way I'm gonna do it is, well, by having Inkaru die, obviously. Why am I having her die? That's very simple. Izuku. Now, this is world building. I'm doing world building. Fuck off. Leave me alone. I haven't done so in a while. And I'm trying to make the series very long. Well, long enough. Entertaining enough, I guess. The series that ain't fucking 10 episodes long. That's literally the longest series I've got on this channel. So, yeah. Don't get at me if I don't start the fucking series straight away, because Zuki being born. Nuh-uh, not this time. Not this time. I don't know why I started doing that twice. Fucking hell. Kill me now. Anyway, here's the start. The year is, well, 2020. And 4 humans, well, subhumans, shall we say. Yes, I'm going with subhumans, leave me the fuck alone. One of these subhumans being Izuku. Now, I did not come up with names for the other 3, because I forgot to before I started this what if. Izuku being Death. I was going to call the other ones War and Famine and Conquest right now. I could change Conquest to Strife, and famine to fury from Darksiders. Let me know if I should do that, actually. I renounce conquest and famine. As Izuku meets up with war, conquest, and famine. And, well, if you're a Christian, you know what the fuck's gonna happen. They meet up, and, well, the gates of hell and heaven open, causing the end of the world. Said end of the world is also led by the 4 horsemen. As you can see, I think I had here these horses and 4 people. Now, I did have the names of them, but I don't remember right now, and I'll have to find out later. As you can see, we've got war right there. We've got famine, conquest, and death on the white horse. War's red, famine's the one, the right hand side next to war, and conquest's horse is one next to it's the golden one, goldenish one next to death's white one. So with that, people see these 4 people on very unsettling horses. Some people immediately see these guys as the 4 horsemen. And, well, they know it's the end of the world. As demons and angels are fighting for dominance of the mortal plane. And, well, since the 4 horsemen are, well, balancers, technically, they are here to kill 3 races. Humans, demons, and angels. Now, the priests are quite literally freaking the fuck out. I wanted to make a priest joke, but I won't. Why? Because the priest joke I wanted to make involved 6-year-olds. And we're above that. No, we're not. I already did that joke in the Dark Being What If. I think. At least a reference to it or something. Shut the fuck up. Don't judge me, alright? Anyway. As that happens, well, things begin to change. The Earth is starting to, well, die. Start from scratch. All volcanoes going off. Ash filling the air. People dying left and right. Angels and demons falling and being killed left and right. As people see these 4 strange figures on 4 very disturbing horses. Death on his white, war on his red, famine on his green, and conquest on his golden horse. Now, As the world continues to die, so do people, angels, and demons. As when the time has finished, the world's gone and began anew. And these four horsemen fade into nothingness, waiting patiently for the next time they are asked. For the next time it is time for the world to die again and start anew. As I must say, this isn't the MH world. Something happens while they're disappearing. A bright flash. This bright flash ends up making them disappear. All of them, all around the world. All four of them, facing the different parts of the world of the MHA. And the one who did this was God and Devil. Just to fuck off. Just to fucking annoy the four horsemen's masters, the chaos bringers. One to always keep balance between good and evil. Now, as that happens, unfortunately, it is time to start in the MH world. Now, All for One could feel something strange. Something has changed in his world. Now, this is beginning around the time of Quirk started. But All for One does not know what this is. This strange feeling, this strange power. The death it's created. The fear that's ensued it. So he does not know what this power is, but he knows he wants it. He wants this power to destroy anyone that gets in his way, including the eventual Hero Society. Now, let's cut to some time later. About around the time Zuko was born. Zuko, well, he was born and, well, Zuko is born into the world of MHA, as the other three are as well. But they're in different countries. Famine in Africa. Conquest in North Korea. However, they look like they look the same as they did in their world. So they look like Americans, I guess. Or people who speak English. Now I'm having the MHA world speak English for this, which is easier on me. Anyway, Hyuri and Izuku. So, I mean, Famine's also born in Japan. If I say Fury, just means famine, unless I change famine to Fury. Which I might do, or might not, who knows. Anyway. As that happens, these four children are born, and the world starts to, how to say this? break down. Break down and cry. As all the wildlife starts to change and defecate with famine around, as well as the old dying a lot sooner. And, well, One can feel this disturbance, as the country with war in it immediately breaks out to start wars in other countries, as conquests starts making its country want to take over the world. Now, I'm sad to say, but Izuku's father will not be in this. Well, no, it's Sasashi. I'm keeping the theory that Izuku, One is Izuku's father out of this for this what if. Also, if you think that's like if you think that's right, let me know down the bottom. Drop a comment thinking Izuku's father is One. Anyway, Izuku's father is still Hisashi. Like I said, I'm keeping that theory out of here. Excuse me, while on a fan. Even though it's winter in Australia, my fucking laptop still overheats. Anyway, while giving birth, Sashi ends up dying in a car crash on his way to the hospital. Because he said he still worked overseas. But, yeah. And while giving birth, 3 hours later, no. While giving birth, Inko is fine for a bit, till she is given her baby, Izuku. Izuku, having green hair, but extremely pale skin, black around his eyes, with the green irises, the outside being black. Izuku looking very unhealthy, but his vitals say he's completely fine. And him having like a type of faceplate over his face that we don't know what it is. People just think it might be a mutation of bone. People think he might have a bone mutation type quirk. But oh, how wrong they are. As famine's country. Oh wait, no, famine's in Japan. Duh. Famine. Well, he's a healthy baby girl. Fuck it, Izuku's a healthy baby boy. But except for having... He looks like he's got a bone type mask over his face, representing death. You know, death from Darksiders. This face mask. I think I have a better picture in my phone somewhere. There. It's that kind of mask. But, yeah. Now, I won't be comparing them to the Darksiders all that much. They'll have key features of the Darksiders. So, Izuku looking like that. Conquest, I'm gonna say he looks like Famine. Not Famine. Strife, you know, the guy with dual pistols and all that. War, well, basically, if you play Darksiders 1, he looks like this. With hair, extremely white. The armor is coming into later, same as the... So everything that is here, War will be getting. Like the horse, but not completely yet. Same goes for Izuku. This is... I think this was Conquest. Yeah. Where's Famine? This one is Famine. This is famine. That's famine. Famine's female. Conquest is female. War's male. And death is male. I made this during a thing I thought. Ignore that. Yeah. So War will look something close to this, but it will look more to his Darksiders universe. That's Conquest. He will look like that a little bit. So he'll have the robes and armor. I think that's Death. Death will look like his Izuku will look like his Darksiders counterpart a little, but not too much. He'll have this type of armor, Izuku, but not completely. So we'll have the bottom half, and he won't have a top half. Famine more looking like this. So yeah. Anyway. Zuko and Famine have caused great death in this world, in their country. However, since Inko started to hold a baby, her life force started to drain immediately afterwards. Now, Hasashi's quirk is called, well, Fire Breath, like in canon, but, you know, he died, so, yeah. Now, these won't be quirks. They will be marked down as mutations, but they're not actual quirks or mutations. That's the power that they've been given from a very long time ago in another world, their world, which they won't go back to. Also, since they're in this world, quick side note, their powers are amplified to making them immortal. So they will get hurt, but they can't die. Why am I doing this? Because I fucking can. Boy. Now, if they, like, for example, if a limb gets cut off by an accident or something, said arm will grow back. And they also have the memories of their past lives and the other world. So Famine and Izuku will get along we'll get to know each other quite early. Anyway, Izuku, well, Inko, doctors start noticing that she looks more pale, though they do not know why. As, let's say, 6 to 7 hours later, Inko is pronounced dead. As they try calling the boy's father to let him know what has happened, a body comes in with said phone ringing, saying, so this boy really doesn't have anyone anymore. As the paramedics say, what? That boy, as they point to the child in the crib, crying. Oh, no, I take it back, he's not crying. Nor giggling, he doesn't really show emotions. Due to the face mask type thing. The paramedics saying, so this must be that boy's father. What a shame. What a shame. As the paramedics ask, what happened to his mother? They say, she's died. As they say, when the doctors say, has anyone checked for his quirk? They say, no, it's too early. He is only a newborn. As he says, well, doesn't he have that face mask type thing on? And they say, yes, he was born with it. As they say, same as this child. Now, Famine's mother is dead. Saying that. She's also dead. Same as War and Conquest's parents. I'm having them all die. As they, well, check these two babies' quirks, children's quirks, I found out that Deku has a death quirk. He's quite literally death. Explaining face mask. So they check the young girl's quirk. I'm doing air quotation marks while I'm saying quirk. But I find out it's a very strange quirk, but very unique. It is famine. She's the embodiment of famine. And, well, War's doctor pronouncing him War, having the War, same as Conquest. Now, Conquest looks like Strife, so he's got that mutation on his mask. On his head, so that's what he looks like. I'll get pictures for you next time. And Famine, somewhat looking like Fury, but with just pink hair. That's it. That's all she's got. Famine's the other female. So War's male in this. Same as Death. Now, technically, I know it's supposed to be 3 males, 1 female, but I don't really give a flying rat's ass. So, I'm about to do something I don't really want to do, but I'm going to have to do it for this what if sake. They put Famine and War. Well, they take Famine and War to a high security prison. Basically, set prison to stop villains from ever arising. Now, this prison is underground. As I'm gonna say, just to get there, a shit ton of heroes had to take all of the children. Now, I'm having War and Conquest end up going to Japan right now because it saves me trouble. And this jail is world #1 jail. This jail quite literally is where they send up and coming, basically this is send villains before they become villains. This basically sending them to jail at not even 2 months old. They're literally a month old. Now I'm doing this because I can. And this is the only way I see All For One getting notice of them. Now, this prison gets 4 new arrivals. 4 new arrivals said are children, not even a month old. As the warden says, why you bring children here? They're not even a month old by the looks of it. As, well, one of the heroes say, well, these 4 children have very dangerous quirks. As he points to Izuku saying, this one is quite literally the embodiment of death. His quirk's death, explaining the face mask he's got. His black outside of his eyes and the green irises, green hair. As he also says, that one there with the pink hair, she's literally got the embodiment of famine in her. Her quirk's called Famine. As he also points to War and, well, Conquest, saying that's War and Conquest. As they say, doesn't mean they've done anything. As he says, well, apparently, since these 2, as I'm gonna say Izuku's name, I can't come with like 3 other names. Can you please put like 3 names down on the bottom for Famine, Conquest, and War for me? So I don't have to keep referring them to their actual powers. Anyway, as that happens, they say those two children there, that one, as he points to Izuku, saying he killed both of his parents just from being born. And several elderly and children and what's the word I'm looking for? Young adults and everything. As the warden's not believing him, the dude just said the young child killed his parent, mother and father by just being born. We don't know why, but it seems that these four are quite literally in the apocalypse. The people who will destroy this world. As the woman says, aren't you worried for villains that would somehow get in? Yeah. So yeah, anyway. So he gives explanations of what happened and saying, well, since this place is, well, not well, since it's the number one jail, not every hero knows about it. I'm gonna say the top 10 heroes in the world, all might be number one, and like few presidential people that know about it. So the people who run their countries know about it. That's it. Otherwise, everyone else just thinks this is just a rumor. What about how wrong they are? Anyway, why did I just break my eraser? Fucking hell. So, if that happens, so I'm literally about to just describe some food called Cool. Think Skittles, but round, like in a bowl. So, so, yeah. Izuku, it's been about 3 months now since that incident. As Izuku, famine, conquest, and war put in the same cell against hero orders, but they are put into basically glass cribs for now. Yeah. Yeah. Time. Sorry. It's been 3 months, and war, famine, and conquest, and death have been talking telepathically. Yes, they're able to do this. So, that being said, they're talking telepathically as they say, Now, they're going to call each other brother and sister, but remember, they're not blood related in this. And I've already got, like, ships planned out, I guess. In a way. So, yeah, anyway, they're talking telepathically saying, brothers, this is Conquest, by the way. I'm gonna have Conquest be the leader. No, I'm gonna have Izuku. But War is muscle and brains when it comes to combat. Conquest, well, just general intelligence and planning out next moves. Fury, she's not Fury, Famine. Though she's quite literally born of famine, she is able to control what she does, and she also helps her brother and sister plan out. As Izuku is the leader, and well, with him being death, he's extremely smart, extremely fast, extremely strong. And he also talks to his brother and sisters about what to do next, as they end up coming up with a conclusion that they're not in their world. As they say, I'm guessing the gods of our old world did not like us interfering with their battle. I guess just to mess with said masters of ours, which we don't have anymore. As all four of them grin. As all four of them grin. But since they're babies, they look adorable. And the guard and nurses the guards looking after them go, "Aww." As they say, "Oh, right, we're babies in this world." As Conquest says, yes, brother. I can't do female voices, don't expect me to. And she says, yes, brother and sister. Well, yes, brother. But it also seems like that we have our powers stronger. As War says, yes, quite, sister. I can feel rage and everything from these people. As War and Famine say, yes, quite. I can feel the death, and when people are going to die, I can accelerate that and causing them to die instantly. Explaining how my mother of this world died so easily. They seem weak, but so strong. I can tell they have power. Not like demon or angel, it's not demonic or angelic. They seem to have power. If I remember correctly, they called this our quirks. So all three of them very intrigued right now. So quirks, brother. Seems this world does not have, well, bouncers. As they say, as all of them say, yes, quite. I wonder how this world will be. But first, unfortunately, we must get out of this jail. As Conquest puts, wait, brother. Let us grow older. Although we are infants, we are still quite strong. I wish to see what happens to our powers if we continue to grow. So last is War and Death say, Death and Famine say yes, quite. This war's not the patient kind, but he will wait. So yeah. So a bit of a time skip. They are now 2 years old, and well, yeah, they have been 2 years old, and there have been strange occurrences, food shortages, fights breaking out. gangs being taken care of before they even start, and people dying. Is they don't know what's going on. The guards just think maybe that someone's got using that quirk without our knowledge. I must say they can use quirks freely, but they can't use them to kill. But anyway. They've got countermeasures in that in the prison for those type of quirks, except our four don't have quirks, they're powers. Anyway. As that happens, these four have started to walk now. Now they know a lot, so they know perfect history and everything that's been happening in the world. I mean, see, since they're in that world, they're constantly gaining knowledge as well from the dead. Well, Death is, and he's relaying it to his brother and sisters and all that. So yeah. As I hear one name over and over again, Awful One. Now, who is this Awful One? And, well, a lot of the dead saying he is the most powerful villain in this world. And yeah. 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 Time is, well, different for them. So, yeah. Now, I'm gonna stop it here. There are pauses, I'm sorry, it's because of a meeting. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.